Yeah, what's good? What's going on, man? Big salute to everybody that's tuned in, man. Shout out to everybody that subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all the love, as always, man. But let's talk about it, man. This is another Acito Reviews. Let's get into it, man. For motivational use only, we got a duo, man. Legends in the game, man. Let's first talk about this one individual, man. Legendary producer, okay? Producer. I'm not talking about beat maker. I'm talking about a producer, somebody that not only orchestrates the keys on the piano to the beat machine, to also writing the records, choosing the right producers to do the record, to the right artists to put on the record. I'm talking about, man, from Crisscross to Jagged Edge to Escape to Usher to you name it, man. This man has been responsible for so many careers, so many records that he's produced that I find out to this day that I didn't know about, man. We talking about legendary own, Atlanta's own Jermaine Dupri, man. Shout out to Jermaine Dupri. And we also got another legend, in my opinion, man, when it comes to the backpack era, it comes to fashion, it comes to talking that talk, it comes to the cars, to the jewelry, you know what I'm saying, to getting to the money, man. When it comes to consistency, when it comes to building a brand from the ground up, we talking about somebody from New Orleans, man, Jet Life, legend himself, man, Currency, aka SPITTA, man. We got these two coming together, man. Finally, man. I've been waiting for this album for almost a year now, man. They've been teasing it. I believe this whole collaboration came about when Currency did a record on his Collection Agency album. If you've not heard that, make sure you go check Collection Agency out. Fire project. He has a record on there called Jermaine Dupri. He also has a video for this project. I mean, for the single as well. And fire. And Jermaine Dupri heard it, man. He was honored. The first time somebody made a record just solely about him, you know. And Currency says the record came about, you know, I was watching MTV Cribs and I seen Jermaine Dupri have a GT Bentley Continental T, and he was like, you ain't a baller unless you got one of these. So, you know, I guess that inspired him, you know. So when he got his money and he got on in the industry, that was one of the vehicles, you know what I'm saying, that he bought. But I'm just glad, man, because these are two individuals you kind of wouldn't really expect, because they come from two different generations, okay? But if you think about it, it's really not too far-fetched, because they both from the South. You know, JD, you know, not only is about, you know, the Southern smooth, you know, records, but he's also lyrically inclined as well, you know. And when you got somebody like Currency that's just real smooth, laid back, you know, smoke his weed, ride his fancy cars, raising his kid, taking care of his family, getting to the bag, putting out phenomenal projects, putting out incredible merchandise. Like, these two just coming together, it just makes so much sense, bro. And I'm so glad that these two got together and jumped in the studio and created this masterpiece that we got here, man. EP, man. I believe this is the first installment. There will be 2, 3, and 4. I believe they already have about 3 albums worth of music. You know what I'm saying? So that had me excited. They did a fire interview with B. Dot and Elliot Wilson on Rap Radar, and they just talked about some of the other collaborations that they have. I believe Bum B was one of them. I know Nas was one of them. And, you know, they said that each album is going to have a certain theme and a certain, like, I guess a certain, like, concept to it. This particular album here, I got a lot of jazz, soulful, 808 knock type of beats. They even got a boom bap, like, I don't know how to explain it, man. It's fire, because I never heard Currency rap to that type of, that type of production. So I was really intrigued by that. That type of style. But, you know, fire, man. Just perfect timing for the spring, going into the summer, man. They got a lot of ride. Psst, I'm telling you, man. You just got paid. You know what I mean? It's Friday. You don't work the whole week. It's the weekend. You feeling good. You go home, you take a shower, get dressed, go out, wash the car. Man, I'm telling you, they making that music. You can ride, lean in the whip, sunroof, drop top down, feeling good, music, sun shining. I'm telling you, this is the type of music. And that's the type of music that I love, man. I do this when I'm cleaning the car, or if I'm cleaning the crib, man, or if I just want to just sit and play the video game. I'm playing this shit in the background, man. I'm telling you, man. This album embodies it, man. So, you know, let's get into some of the records that I really enjoyed from this particular project, man. So you got joints on here like the very first record, like setting the tone. They set the tone so high, bro. When the So Jets, when that record comes on, the fire, bro. Like that might, yo, it's a tie between that record and another record I'm gonna talk about. That record right there is fire, bro. The way Currency jumps right into the pocket and goes with the flows, and then when the beat drops, like, fire. They nailed it. I love that record. I love the way it sounds. Fire. Then you got the second joint on the project. This was the first single, Essence Fest. This is, if I'm not mistaken, this is like a flip on an old school New Orleans record that's very popular out there. I can't remember the name of the record. Please forgive me, but I do remember Currency touching on it. And him saying like, yo, I never wanted to, I didn't have the faith that I could freestyle or even record anything over that. So the fact that Jermaine Dupri was able to take that sound and, you know, mix it up, you know, and recreate it to where it sounds, you know, it sounds like it did before, but it has a current sound now. And they nailed it. You know, that was the first single off of the project. Fire. I love that record. That record is fire as well. Then they follow up with Never Enough. That's my second favorite. That's my second. That's my second favorite joint, bro. You know, we even got 12 Bars from Jermaine Dupri. They also shot a visual to this. You know, Jermaine Dupri had the high top fade. He jumped back into the Matrix on him. You know what I'm saying? Fire, bro. I love the way he started that off. I love the hook. I love Currency's verse. I mean, it's just a really good fucking music, bro. Really good music, man. Then we got that. Then we got Off the Lot. Now this record right here, oh my God. This record right here, Off the Lot, man, I'm telling you, this is neck and neck with me with So Jets, man. I really love this record. I really think this is one of the standout joints on the album, featuring 2 Chainz. Just that bounce, man, that chop and screw. Yo, I love this joint, man. They even, when they had a show in Atlanta, and I believe this is part of the performance aspect of their show. If you go to a live show, Jermaine Dupri has a studio set up on the stage, and he recreates him making the record from scratch. And it's just fire. It just makes you appreciate the song even more, man. But that's might be my favorite record on the whole entire album. 2 Chainz kills his verse, Currency kills his verse, JD kills the beat. Perfect marriage, man. Perfect marriage. Then we got another joint. We got Never Fall Off. That's oh man. T.I. coming on with a crazy ass verse. And fun fact, that's the very first beat from Jermaine Dupri that T.I. ever rapped on. Like, I find it hard to believe. Like, y'all ATL giants, natives, and y'all have never done music together. I'm glad that Currency was able to bring that shit together, because that was a perfect beat, perfect marriage for those two, man. I love that record as well. We got a couple honorable mentions on there. Of course, we got 14500 and Screen Falling. Fire, man. I'm telling you, man, they nailed it, bro. Like, it lived up to the expectations. I love the rollout. I also love the merchandise. They have a So Jets snapback. Fire. I've been trying to get my hands on it. I can't get it. My man went to the Atlanta show. I was trying to get him to grab me one. They didn't have it. It was all sold out. So I know they have a show coming up at Webster Hall in New York coming up this May. I'm gonna try to make it, man. If not, I'm hoping that they make it their way towards the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, man, because I definitely need to get some of that merchandise, and I need to witness this live on stage, man. But let's get into it, man. Let's get into the review, okay? So my personal review for this album, I scored this album 5 out of 7. Perfect EP, definitely not too long. Just a tad, a little bit short. I wish maybe they would have added 2 more records, but I'm not mad at it, bro. I'm not mad. I love 5 out of 7. 2 of the other records, they were okay. But the other 5, man, they knocked those out the park. I mean, shit, I could honestly, he really just could have kept it 5 records. I probably never even would have been even mad. Like, I'm not saying that I'm mad, but I'm just saying 5 records would have been crazy for me. But I mean, just the fact that those 5 just stand out so strongly, and the other 2 are cool records. But hey, I scored that 5 out of 7. A CURREN review, okay? Like I said before, if you have not watched my other blogs, the A CURREN review is a combination of my personal opinion along with the Source 5 mic structure, okay? And for me, I scored this project 3.5 mics, okay? Could have been a 4 if I could have got 2 more records that I really enjoyed, but I feel like for me, man, it's like 3.5, close to 4 mics. This is a very, very great album. I really love it. It's short, but it's straight to the point. I pretty much just take the records that I love and I create my own playlist, and I listen to it every single day in a shuffle mode with the rest of the songs that I enjoy. But I really love it, man. I'm looking forward to going to the live show to really get a really good and digest the music, seeing it live in the flesh. But they really did an excellent job with this, man, from the production aspect, the layout, dropping it right in the spring, right when it's about to get warm for the summer. So hopefully we get some more music videos. They continue to push this and make a big announcement for the tour, because I know they aren't going to be doing a tour. It's a fire project, man. Like I have no bad things to say about it. My only thing is I wish they would have had maybe 2 more records to kind of all balance the 2 that I really, they were okay. I didn't really not say much care for, but I wish maybe could have went for 9 joints, maybe 10 joints. I think would have been pretty perfect, or just kept it at 5, and I probably would have gave it 4 mics straight. But I don't know, man. That's just my personal opinion. I love it though. I love it. I'm so glad that I'm getting music from Currency. I'm always happy when I get Currency. I love Jermaine Dupri. I'm looking forward to that Jermaine Dupri and P. Diddy versus. Man, that's going down in Atlanta. They need to drop that. I got a feeling it's going to go down this summer, and I'm definitely going to be in the building. I'm not missing that at all. I missed the Locks and Dipset. I was crushed, but I got to watch it at home, and that was a movie. That was a movie, man. So JD and Puff versus, I got to be in the building for that, man. But shout out to these guys, man. Phenomenal project. In the comment section, let me know what records that you guys really love and enjoy, which ones stood out to you, which ones didn't stand out, and give me your review, and also give me your A CURREN review, okay? Talk to me in the comment section, man. I appreciate all the love, man. I really, really, really appreciate it, man. I got a lot of things coming, man. Make sure you follow me on all social media platforms at Aces Working on Instagram and Twitter. Subscribe, man. I appreciate all the love, man. It's your boy Cito. I'm out. Peace.